Where do you see Bitcoin going over the next decade?
Millions of dollars. Because if the U.S. government continues to print money, that money is going to get siphoned and filtered into every asset class. Houses are going to increase in price. Salaries are naturally going to increase. The price of Bitcoin is going to increase. When we talk about $1 trillion market cap stock, like what the fuck is $1 trillion? Is Meta worth $1 trillion? No. But there just happens to be $1 trillion of liquidity in the marketplace that props up the value of that stock. The second scam is understanding how these big corporations collude with banks in order to exit their positions. So when you want to list a company public, you'll go to a bank and say, hey, I have my equities, I have my stock, I have what I own in the company. I would like to turn it into a commodity and sell it in the marketplace. So you get together with a bank, you go through the legal process, and you list your company on a stock exchange. Not just the New York Stock Exchange, it can be London, Hong Kong, anywhere. That is when you start selling to retail, right? So how do you drive up the price of your stock? The same way you drive up the price of crypto, news and narrative. Now, the beauty about crypto is that now more than ever, anybody can interact with it. You can buy if you're in Africa, you can buy if you're in Asia, you can buy if you're in South America. You don't need a credit card, you don't need a debit card, you don't even need a license. DEXs, right, have become super useful. But back to the stock market. They run news, we saw it, CNBC, Kramer, to create what? Liquidity, so that the people that own the stock are able to exit it. The entire creation of the stock market was a way for people to, not the peasants to get involved in the markets, but for the rich people to sell unnecessary and unwanted overvalued stock to speculators. Nowadays, people are realizing that the stock market is rigged. We saw it with GME, we saw it with AMC, and they don't want to play that game anymore. So they're naturally starting to go to other games that hold the actual same level of risk, like crypto. It's the same level of risk. You just have to be investing into the right things. I could take you to a section of the stock market, which is called the penny stock market.
Yeah.
And they're $25, $30 million market cap companies. Less than a fucking meme coin. So is that a shitter? A little office in the middle of some strip mall that has one customer that pays them 20 mil a year, and now your company's valued at 40, and it's some shell company, and you just pump and dump through that. Dude, the entire game is a scam. Once you realize it, you don't want to play it. You want to make your own.
I think that's why the Bitcoin ETFs have been like such a monumental thing, like especially long term, because a lot of these people that don't want to play that game, they now have like easy access, and they can access it through the same vehicles that they're familiar with. So
Absolutely.
I think people tend to overestimate like progress in the short term, but I think in the long term, if you look over like a 5, 10, 20 year period, like the impact of all these pension funds, 401ks, like all putting 1, 2, 5% allocations into Bitcoin through these ETFs, which I think will become standard for most wealth managers, is like monumental.
We are the next generation of leaders. We are the future. All these old head motherfuckers, they're going to die. Do we want crypto to succeed? 100%. So you don't think the US is going to have a Bitcoin reserve in the future? You're stupid. Because if El Salvador does, so US will. And then other countries will follow. Because everybody follows the biggest dog. I wouldn't be surprised if Trump wins the election and announces the fact that they buy 1 million Bitcoin to just chill and just hold on to that.
Well, I think they've probably already been buying Bitcoin for a long, long time.
100%.
Think about it. Why would the government tell the people that they've been accumulating Bitcoin? All they're going to do is impede their own ability to accumulate supply. So it's actually in their interest.
Fidelity's been mining Bitcoin since 2015.
There you go.
2015. Low key. Yeah, this space is maturing, but it's still so early, dude. Because what we need to understand is that it's a new industry that's being created. The year's 1848. In the eastern colonies of the United States, they hear rumors that in the West, there was people and peasants finding gold in this place called the American River. After the president confirms, hey, you know what? There's actually gold here. There's real opportunity. 300,000 migrants moved from east to west in the pursuit of finding gold. It wasn't just miners that moved, doctors, lawyers, all people identified opportunity. Today, the biggest digital gold rush, or the money that we're experiencing, happens to be in the internet space. I don't have to deal with dangerous animals, treacherous terrains, thieves. I just have to log into my computer and I have access to the latest and greatest gold rush, maybe even the greatest gold rush in human history, where it doesn't care about your religion, your background, your race, your color, nothing. Do you provide value to the marketplace? You'll get compensated. Do you know how many people were left out of the California gold rush because of their age, gender, color, religion? Tons. No resources. Today, what resources do you need to get involved in the markets? A phone, access to the internet. It's
Everyone
insane.
watching this right now has a phone or
Absolutely.
a laptop that they're watching on.
So you're either going to consume or you're going to produce. It's very simple. The asymmetrical bet online is insane, but the asymmetrical bet in crypto on top of the internet is even higher. You can go in right now as somebody that has no job, become a valuable community member in 10 different communities, and within 3 to 4 months, I guarantee you half of them are going to be offering you moderator jobs. and you'll have a full-time income.
People don't realize that. Like,
They
it's
don't.
crazy. Like I've been working obviously in the content space and also on the agency side, like, you know, helping advise projects and stuff. And like, it's so hard to find good staff members, good researchers for content, good moderators for projects. I've got my business partner sitting over there. Like, it's really difficult. So like a message to everyone watching this, like, if you're serious and you like really lock in and you grind, not even for like 2 years, it's 6 months. Like,
Yeah.
if you need a finance degree, it's 4 years, it's 10 years of working. You're gonna climb the corporate ladder. Like, literally in this space, 6 months of like 10 hours a day hard work, you can be in a position where, okay, maybe you're not making 6 figures a month, but you'll be making
You'll
5,
be making
10K a
you'll
month,
be making
you know?
a full income,
Yeah, full income.
100%.
And you have location freedom, time freedom, which is like all really like, what are you
And
making money for at the end of the day?
and if your fixed expenditures are low, like we talked about before, now you have time freedom.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're set, and now you create the mental real estate in order to identify more opportunities. This is readily available for everyone. I've been talking about this for a while. Most people are just lazy. Most people don't think that it's real. Life is so paradoxical, brother. All we had to do was work hard and press a fucking green button to get rich. That's it. People overcomplicate it. That's it. All you had to do was make money over the last 10 years and put it in Bitcoin. Oh, yeah, it sounds easy in retrospect. Okay, yeah, because it was.
And in 10 years, it'll sound easy.
That's
in
all you had to
in
do, motherfucker.
retrospect.
But no, overcomplicated fucking this bullshit business plan, expenses. No. Make money, buy low, sell high.
I think the issue